Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're working on a Mercury 2-stroke outboard engine, and in today's video, the step-by-step process on how to properly and safely replace the fuel filter.
All right, DIYers outside now, and it is a beautiful spring morning. Check out that calm lake. The sun is shining. Check that out. Let's head to the boat. At the boat now, and we are working on a 25 horsepower 2-stroke Mercury outboard engine, and we need to come to the back side. You have a little lever here. Shifting that down unlocks it. You can pull this up and off and set it in a safe location. With the top cover off, we now have much better access to all the internal parts, and here is our fuel filter housing or reservoir / cup. Inside here is our fuel filter, and on the very bottom you have a molded square that you can fit a wrench onto and untwist this fuel filter cup or housing and remove it from this mount here, and inside is your fuel filter. I want to show you something cool. I've got an adjustable wrench here, and I already set this to that bottom molding. And right here, you'll notice the 0, 10, 20, and 30. And right where that arrow is right at 17. So that tells me that is a 17 millimeter wrench. You can either use a wrench or the adjustable wrench. At this point, we are going to carefully unscrew the fuel filter housing from the upper mount that it secures to. I strongly recommend holding the upper mount with one hand and turning the lower fuel filter with the other, because you do not want to put any pressure on this upper mount and break it, crack it, or bend it. That would not be good. In between the upper mount and the fuel filter cup is a rubber seal, and that will also make it a little tricky to remove. But once you break it free, you can begin twisting it and unscrewing it by hand. And be advised, there is fuel in here, obviously, and it may leak just a little bit. Have a bowl or cup ready to catch the fuel. Here it is removed. I just wanted to show you what it looked like inside full of fuel before I poured it in the bowl. At the workstation now, the cup has been emptied. I will carefully pull the filter out of the cup, and it's not that bad. Little dirty inside. I'll spend a couple minutes and clean that out. I'll use this pick tool to carefully remove the rubber O-ring or gasket. On the right hand side is our new Quicksilver fuel filter kit, and there's the part number. It comes with the filter and rubber seal or O-ring. This should be a pretty friendly step. Just carefully insert that little pick tool and remove this rubber O-ring. And again, I'm going to clean out the inner portion of this cup. New filter and O-ring are out of the package. The old is packaged up and ready to be disposed. I did the best I could to clean out that inner cup, but that stuff is on there, and I don't think it will ever break loose and go through the system. And we will insert and secure the O-ring. You'll notice a little slot that it rests in. Just carefully insert that and apply a little bit of rotational pressure to properly seat that gasket. After properly seating that inner gasket, go ahead and insert your fuel filter. It's got an open end and a closed end. The closed end goes in. Let's head back to the engine. Back at the engine, and what we want to do is properly lubricate that gasket first, and just carefully grab a little bit of fuel from the connection mount and get your gasket just a little bit wet. Again, that is going to help properly seat this gasket to the upper mount. Back to the engine, and you will notice this inner filter has a little bit of play, and as you shift this into place and secure it to the upper mount, you want to do your best to center that filter in line with the inner probe so fuel flows right into the filter as the engine is running. Once you get it aligned, screw the cup onto the upper mount without cross-threading it. You want it pretty snug, but do not over-tighten it. With the fuel filter cup secured to the upper mount, just verify you're not leaving any tools behind. I've got my wrench set to the side. I am going to pump the fuel ball and fill that cup up with fuel. And as you can see, fuel went right in. I'm going to pump it until it's hard, and I'm going to run the engine to test for leaks. All right, DIYers, leak test went well. I didn't want to bore you with that in this process. It took about 10 to 15 minutes. We let the engine run, and everything looks good. In the event that you want to replace the upper mount and all of your fuel hoses, in our case we've got 2 of them. You can see one right here feeding all the way up and into the upper mount, and then one shooting down that comes over to This side right here, we have a video scrolling above where we replace the entire fuel filter cap, upper mount, and hoses. Definitely check that out. You may find it very helpful. From here, we will insert and secure the upper cap. Upper motor cap is back on. We will lock it in place with the lever. And that is it, DIYers. Hopefully this helps. Hey, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we may see you at the next video where we replace that entire kit.